When you think of malnutrition, what do you think about? When you think about malnutrition in America, what do you picture? What if I told you you were malnourished? I know what you'll say. I got money in the bank. I have a good job. I can buy any food item I want when I want. And then I'll look you straight in your eyes and say, and that is why you're malnourished.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was malnourished. It didn't look like these pictures, but what it did look like was a multiple sclerosis diagnosis, iron deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, vitamin B deficiency, unexplained pain, gluten intolerance, colitis, asthma, seasonal allergies, heat intolerant, cold intolerant, fatigue, weight gain, slurred speech, memory loss, mobility issues, explosive behavior, depression, non-epileptic seizures, too many doctor's appointments, too many physical therapy appointments, too many tests, too many MRIs, CAT scans, and x-rays. I ate poorly as a teen, trying to gain weight. I was called names like skinny girl, too slim, and I hated those names. It was a constant reminder that I was skinny, so I ate any and everything, trying to gain a pound. And as a result, I was on the road of sugar addiction and poor eating habits. I did not gain any weight, but what I did gain was self-hate and low self-esteem. My mind was messed up. And little did I know that eating so poorly all the time will literally mess up your mind. As a teen, I attempted suicide several times. Obviously with no success, I'm still here.
Moving forward to 2011, I developed optic neuritis. The nerves in my right eye were inflamed and swollen. Talk about a painful time. The doctor said some cause of it could be multiple sclerosis, diabetes, or even lupus. Now I was scared. But fortunately, my sight came back with no residual effects. But this was the start of so many health troubles. Fatigue. I was fatigued to the point where I would sleep all day. I couldn't do anything above a whisper without getting tired. This was the start of many doctor's appointments, many tests, many unexplained pain, mobility issues. I was miserable and nobody knew why. In 2012, my mobility was getting worse. I was in so much pain that I wanted to die. I would lie in bed night after night after night after night, and I would wish it would all end. I had more tests. And with me complaining about the amount of pain that I was in, the doctors finally said, well, maybe it's fibromyalgia. Here, take these pills. The pills didn't work. They made me feel like a zombie. And then I started getting headaches. I heard a still small voice say gluten-free. I tried it for one day, and then I went back to my sugary, delicious treats. I finally reached out to a friend for advice. She told me to call this radio station. They had me on hold for a long time. I told the guy my symptoms, and he said, so frankly, your doctor should be shocked. You're allergic to gluten. So that was twice. So I yielded. Then and still now I am gluten-free. But how many of you know that being gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean being healthy? Ooh, well now the stories I can tell. But as soon as I took that gluten out of my diet, the pain went away. My mobility got better. And for the first time in a long time, I felt normal. I guess my body was like, thank you, ma'am. In 2013, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, remittent relapsing multiple sclerosis. I was getting sicker. I had lots of issues. But during this time, I was also stressed out. I had solved one piece of the puzzle, but there were many more pieces to this puzzle to solve. Between 2013 and 2016, I was continuing to get worse. I was gaining weight like crazy. And I developed this mindset that this was going to be my life, a stationary life filled with pain and limited mobility. A life with no little Debbie cakes. In 2016, my daughter helped change my life. She told me about this awesome man and what he believed. She told me about how people were healing their bodies from various diseases. I couldn't believe it. But eventually I changed my mindset and my lifestyle. I took everything out of my diet and my life changed forever. I no longer suffer from asthma. I no longer suffer from seasonal allergies. I no longer suffer from MS symptoms. I do not have any mobility issues. In fact, back in my heels. Yes, honey. I am no longer tired all day, and I am not overweight. My body has healed itself over these past 2 years. I am now able to go out into the summer's heat and not feel like I'm going to pass out or feel like my legs feel like jello. I can walk or I can run if I choose to. I am free from the bondage that I called a body. I dare you to ask me how I did it. I am more than happy to share my life story with you. I will share how I got my life back one plate at a time.